Welcome to all of you dear students. We are discussing the unit 2, that is usage of objects and classes. And today from unit 2 the topics are StringBuffer class and wrapper classes in Java. So let us discuss the StringBuffer class. This class is used to create the string objects which can be modified. It represents a dynamic string whose characters can be modified. Moreover, the string can grow. That means length of the string can be increased as operations are performed on it. This is possible because internally Java allocates extra memory for string buffer object to allow growth. Then what is the difference between string and string buffer? As we studied in previous lecture, whenever you are declaring any object of string class, that object is immutable. That means you cannot modify the same object once you have stored any value into that object. Whereas string buffer allows you to modify the value of object. That means string can grow, and that is not possible with the string object. So that is the main difference between string and string buffer. The contents of string object cannot be modified, and if you do any changes to the string object, that will result in new object. That is not the case with string buffer class. It is the dynamic string and its characters can be modified. So whenever you create the object of string buffer class, it stores the dynamic string and its characters can be modified. These are the some constructors of string buffer class. It has several constructors, and these constructors provide the different ways of creating string buffer objects. So some of these listed are: first one, string buffer. It creates an empty object having initial capacity 16. For example, how to create the string buffer object? Here is the syntax: string buffer s1 assigns to new string buffer. It creates empty object with capacity 16. Secondly, string buffer in bracket int size. It creates the object of specific size. So you are going to mention the size in the bracket. So how do you create string buffer? S1 assigns to new string buffer and 20. Here size of the string is 20. Then third one, string buffer in bracket string and string obj. Here it creates the object using string object with additional capacity assigns to 16. That means you are passing here string object as parameter to string buffer object, and it will have the size of these many characters plus the capacity of the string buffer, that is 16. So here it will have the capacity of 20 chars because 16 is the default capacity, and next it has the 40 characters in Java word. So total 16 plus 4, that is 20 characters. This is the size of this new object S2. So these are some constructors, and next one is the methods. Those are from the string buffer class. These are some important methods. There are some methods which are not listed here. These are some important methods. So first one is int length. This method returns the current length of the string buffer object. Then int capacity. This method returns the total allocated memory. Then void ensure capacity in bracket integer size. This method ensures that the object has capacity of size mentioned in the bracket, and this size is assigned after the object has been constructed. Then set length. This method has parameter integer length, and it sets the length of the string in string buffer. If the current length is less than specified length, null characters are added. If the current length is greater than specified length, the string is truncated. The next one is char in bracket index. So it returns the character at position denoted by integer index, which is passed as parameter here to that function. The first character of the string is at index 0. Next is void set char at in bracket index and ch. These are the two parameters. So it sets the character ch at index value mentioned at here in index variable. Next method, delete char at in bracket int index. So it deletes the character at specified index. Then delete in bracket start and end, and its return type is string buffer object. So it deletes the character from index start to index end -1. Then next one, get chars. It has several parameters. First one is source start, second parameter source end, then target array and target start. So this function copies the characters from the string from index source start and to the source end, and it is copied into target array from the index target start. Next one, append. There are four functions of append. This append function appends the parameter to the end of the string in the string buffer object. And what values are appended? Those are mentioned in the square bracket. Those are mentioned in the bracket of that function. Here it is str, ch, object, then sb. So these parameters are going to hold the values. Those are appended. The next one, insert. This insert function insert the string character or character array at the specified position. So these values are given in str, ch or character array. Those are inserted in the given position. Position value is given into this index variable. And next function is reverse. This function reverses characters within a string buffer object. So these are some methods of string buffer class. Next part is the wrapper classes. This is also one of the very interesting topics of Java. Now, as we know that Java is a pure object-oriented language and everything in Java is an object. But what about primitive data types? They are left out in the world of objects. They cannot participate in methods which require objects as parameters or return objects or be used in a collection which is a group of objects. As a solution to this problem, Java provides wrapper classes in lang package of the Java, which allows us to wrap primitive data type into an object. A wrapper class object encapsulates a single value of primitive data. Each of the Java's 8 primitive data types has a corresponding wrapper class, and it is given in this table. So this table has a list of primitive types, and in front of that primitive type in second column the related wrapper class is given. So for Boolean data type the wrapper class is Boolean. For char data type wrapper class is character. For byte the wrapper class is byte. For short the wrapper class is short. For int, the wrapper class is integer. For long, the wrapper class is long. For float, the wrapper class is float. And for double, wrapper class is double. So all wrapper classes are beginning with capital alphabet and primitive data types are all in small case. Whenever you create the object of wrapper class, how do you create? There are two ways of creating object of wrapper class. The first one is using new keyword and second one is you can use the static method. Name of that method is value of. So first one is using new keyword. These are some examples how to create the object of wrapper class using new keyword. So at the first point it is given that there is an integer wrapper class. This is the name of that object of that class, int wrapper1 assigns to new integer and in bracket value 20. So here object int wrapper1, this is the object of wrapper class integer with value 20. Then in second point, we have declared one integer variable I as 20 and then we created the object of integer wrapper class with value of that variable I, that is 20. Then in point C, we have created the wrapper class object of float class and with value 11.21. So here we have used the wrapper class and we have created the object. So in this box, what is given? I is the primitive data type variable with value 20. Its data type is int. And whenever we create the object of integer type, that is int wrapper, it is going to store that value 20 of variable I. So this is the wrapper class object which stores the value 20 of variable I because we have passed I as parameter to that wrapper class object. Then secondly, we can use the static method value of for creation of the wrapper class object. The static value of method can be invoked to create the wrapper class object because it is a static method. It can be invoked directly on class without instantiating it. It returns the corresponding wrapper class object. Its argument is positive value to be wrapped. So here is the example of on first point integer int wrapper assigns to integer dot value of and in bracket 20. So this int wrapper this is the wrapper class object of type integer and it is going to store the value 20. So we are calling the value of method directly using wrapper class object integer. Similarly, there is a character class and we have created the object of character class with one character, that is star. So using this way also you can create the object of wrapper class. The next part is extracting wrapped values. So whenever now we know how to create the object of wrapper class and how to store the value into that wrapper class object. Now next part, if you have created the object and you have stored the value into that wrapper class, how to extract the primitive type value wrapped inside that object. For that, we can make use of the method and that is the type and value. So here in angular bracket, you are going to mention the type of the value and the function name is value and it is going to return the primitive type value. So here is the list of the functions in the table and this function is not taking any argument and it returns the value of primitive type specified. So here are some methods and their classes. So first one, in first column, boolean value. This is the method and its return type is boolean and it belongs to the wrapper class boolean. and it is going to return the boolean value which is stored into that wrapper class. Then next, second is char value. It returns the char value. Then byte value, it returns byte, short, integer, long, float or double value. Then short value, this is also going to return the byte, short, integer, long, float, double values which are stored into that wrapper class. Then int value, this also returns byte, short, integer, long, float, double value. Long value, float value, double value, all these functions are going to return the values of type byte, short, integer, long, float and double. So these methods are associated with the wrapper classes. You can use this method to retrieve the values of those particular wrapper classes which are related to that method according to the data type. So what topics we discussed today? Extracting the wrapped value. And one more thing I forgot to tell you in this topic, extracting wrapped values. All the number wrapper classes, that is byte, short, integer, long, float and double, are subclasses of number class and hence have the method, that is value, and in angular bracket before value we have type for each type, and it means you can store one primitive type in a wrapper and retrieve another type. Hence this list is given in front of those functions like byte, short, int value, long value, float value. These functions have list of numeric data types or number class data types. So what is the meaning of this? You can store one primitive type in a wrapper and you can retrieve another type. Java's wrapper classes include publicly defined constants identifying the range of each type. For example, in an integer class, we can have constant mean underscore value and max underscore value. These are two constants. Those are in integer class, and we can use this constant to identify the range, the minimum range value and maximum range value of integer class, and you can use those values, those constant, to display the minimum and maximum range of integer class. So this is about the extracting wrapped value. Before that, the topic was creating wrapper class objects and methods of string buffer class, constructors of string buffer class, and what is the string buffer class. And in next lecture we'll have some more new topics. So thank you so much.